What is up guys, my name is Chase, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about this guy right here. This is the Ztylus M6X Revolver, and it is basically a pack of lenses for your iPhone. So I found out about this product because Guns N' Roses is planned to play here in Hawaii in December. It's being held at a stadium here in Hawaii, and basically I wanted to make sure I could get good photos and videos. So I searched all across Amazon trying to find like external lenses for the iPhone, and that is how I happened upon the Revolver. So it comes with this Revolver case and this little disc which holds the 3 sets of lenses for a total of 6 lenses. There is a wide angle and telephoto, a macro and super macro, and finally a fisheye and another telephoto lens. And on the Revolver case, there's like this little magnetic circle. You connect the little disc onto the magnet and it pops into place and you can start using your lenses on your iPhone. So for this little review video, I'm going to split it up into pros and cons. So starting with the pros, I mean probably the best thing you could ask for out of pretty much any product is that this actually works really well. I wasn't able to find any videos here on YouTube kind of explaining how it works, so let me just explain it to you. There's basically like a little nub on the bottom of the disc, and there are holes on the case that correspond to each lens. So when you connect it through the magnet, the little nub corresponds with the holes, and that's how you can choose which lens you want to use. It stays in place really well, and actually like this magnet on this case is really freaking strong. Like literally right now I can hold my phone like this upside down and I'm not too worried about it. It honestly feels like one of those pop sockets. It's a really strong magnet, so that's cool. I mean overall it is just a very intuitive and compact way to have a set of lenses for your iPhone. Like you see a lot of other products that, you know, you have to clip the lens to your phone and stuff, or you have to match up the lenses perfectly with the iPhone. But with the Revolver, it is very much just connect it on, open up the lens, and like you're good to go. The case even has like a little ridge by the lenses so that it'll match up perfectly. And speaking of which, I mean another big pro is that the lenses actually work really well. For the most part, I found that the lenses do work very well and you can get very nice looking results from using these lenses. Anyway, as for the actual case itself, I honestly really like this case. I mean, full disclosure, I don't think you're gonna get like great protection with this case, but for me, you know, like knock on wood, I'm pretty good about never dropping my iPhones, so I'm not too worried about the fact that this case is very thin, and that is what makes me really like this case a lot. I've been using the leather case from Apple, and it is just a significant difference in how thin the cases are. Also, I guess worth noting is that it is one of those cases that has the full cover over like the speakers and the lightning port. So just in case, I don't know, maybe your accessories won't work with it or something, just keep that in mind. Anyway, those are pretty much all of the pros. Now let's move on to the cons. I know I mentioned earlier that like it does a good job at like perfectly matching up the lenses with the iPhone, but I do just want to say that the lenses don't necessarily like snap into place in any way. And the reason I think that's kind of a big deal is that since the lenses don't really like snap into the case or anything, on certain lenses you do get like a bit of distortion around the edges. I think because the actual lens doesn't snap into the case, there's a little bit of light actually coming through the lens itself. So you can kind of see that around the edges of the fisheye lens. As with like a lot of other wide angle lens accessories, you do get a little bit of like vignetting around the edges too, but to be honest, I was kind of expecting that anyway. Another thing that I do want to mention is that I believe it's because of the iPhone's optical image stabilization, but when you move the iPhone around, once again on certain lenses, I think primarily the fisheye lens, you are able to see a bit of that motion in the lens itself, which is a bit sort of disorienting. And finally, my last con, which to be honest is a really major con for me, is that the actual lenses cover up the iPhone's microphone. And the reason this is a problem is because if you're like recording a video on the iPhone and you move the case around and stuff, it actually comes through on the audio of the video, which is a really big bummer for me. However, I did manage to find a workaround for this. Basically, I just use an external mic for my iPhone. This lavalier microphone that I'm using right now, it works with iPhones, so I just use a lightning cable and plug it in. Then, you know, it's not a problem that the lenses are covering up the microphone on the camera. Overall, I think this is a really great product. Like, I can't really stress how convenient it is and how simple it is. It's just this tiny little disc that you carry around that has a total of 6 lenses on it. I'd honestly say it might be better just for photography rather than videography because of the whole microphone issue. But if you do have an external mic, then that's great. I'd suggest using it with this lens kit. And just to end this video, here's a little montage of some of the photos and videos that I've collected with this lens. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Chase, and I will see you again soon. Bye.